Hi, everybody. Whew. Happy Tuesday. Best night of the week. What? Hasn't been the best day, to be honest. But I'm here with you guys now, so it'll just get better. As it always gets better when you guys are here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to The Next Show Will Be Better, the live stream podcast of the Hickson Diaries. I'm your host, Mandy. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope everyone had a really good bank holiday weekend. Let me know if you guys did anything fun in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Just to let you all know, if you do show up early in the comments and you start chatting away early before we actually go live, I do pop in and out as I'm prepping for the show. You don't have to do it, of course. No one's ever obligated to chat. I'm just saying, if you want a little extra chat, show up early. I'm so bad at this. Anyways. I got some comments to catch up on as I was doing some stuff behind the scenes. So anyways, I kind of have a plan a little bit today. I'm going to talk about a documentary that I saw that I've been dying to talk to you guys about for a little bit and compare it with some things that have been happening in the US. Also, I thought we would revisit our friends Blanks No One Asked For and do a little react because we haven't done any reacts in a few weeks and just see what's up with them. That's kind of my plan, and also what's going on with you guys, how your bank holiday was, how everyone's going, how everyone's doing, what's going on. I didn't just mess up, I promise. And yeah, let you guys take it away from there, basically. Or completely derail me as you have been over the past few weeks. But in all fairness, I've been allowing it. So I don't mind at all. I always have a loose plan. That's my vibe now. Loose plans. Like, this is what I hope to happen. This is my plan to get there, but I know it's probably not going to go that way. So I just go with it. That's my life now. Don't sweat the small stuff, right? All right, let's see who's joined us today because it's only better when you guys are here. I know Disco's in the house. I know Diane is in the house. I know Falco's in the house because they were all here early and we had a nice little catch up before we went live. Just in case you guys don't already know, we are live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. UK time here on the Hickson Diaries at YouTube. Woohoo! Oh, it has been a day today, you guys. Okay. We got Marja in the house. Hello. Thank you for being here. We have Neil Morrison also in the house. Lovely. Thank you guys for being here so much. I appreciate it. They're talking about Irish music. What's the name of the band, Diane? I gotta find it. The Dubliners? The Dubliners. Traditional Irish music. Is that controversial? This is a serious question. Y'all tell me the truth, and I'm not trying to put anyone on the spot, but I know there was a time when there was a huge clash, right, between British and Irish because of the IRA and all the attacks and everything. But has that kind of mellowed a bit, or is it just on a hiatus for the moment, or I'm just not hearing about it? Just curious. I mean, I would think there's a lot of cross-cultural norms and things like that between the two countries, but I don't know for sure. So it's worth a discussion, I think. Not calling anyone out, and we're not going to be hateful at all to any of the Irish people that might be watching or chatting, okay? Because we're a respectful channel. for the most part. Manny's in the house. Glad to have you, Manny. Thank you so much for being here. Roy Cousins is in the house. We got Lorena as well. Yeah, we got a house full today. The house full? A full house today. Oh, Marja. You're so sweet. Thank you. That's nice of you to say. What did you do to your shoulder, Manny? Piper's here. Yay! Piper, you got distracted and didn't come out. It's all right. No worries. I understand. I mean, I don't know what could possibly be more fun than hanging out with me, but you know. Time goes by quickly. It sure does. The bank holiday weekend, for those of you who are in America, or maybe you don't know if you're in a different country, so we have Monday off. We just had this past Monday off, bank holiday for the end of the summer. So we all had a 3-day weekend. Most people had a 3-day weekend, not everybody, of course. And I came to the conclusion yesterday that it should be a 3-day weekend every week. And this old school factory schedule BS needs to go. It's got to go. This whole thing's got to go. By like Thursday, I am exhausted and I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to be around anybody. And I hate work. I just hate it. Because it takes up too much time. It takes up too much of my life. There's got to be a different way. I know I'm not the only person that feels this way, right? Like, it's way too much. We need more time at home. We need time to relax with our family and our loved ones. Should be a 4-day work week max. Hi, TJ. Thank you for being here. Are you back in Liverpool? You are back in Liverpool, I think. Saw a couple of videos that I haven't got a chance to watch them yet, but I think one of them said you're back. Anyways, I'm just rambling. Piper's just coming back from work. Honestly, I haven't been in that long either, Piper. I had issues with the train today. So I got back late, and that's why I'm a little bit like... Hope is a good thing. Hope is sometimes the only thing that keeps us going, right, TJ? I did not get a chance to look at the links you sent me yet, Neil, but I will tomorrow. It's on my list tomorrow. I was supposed to do it today, but my train got canceled and I had to wait an hour for the next one, so I'm way behind today. So bear with me. I did see the emails and everything and all your stuff go through. I just didn't try them all yet. But don't worry, I'll figure it out. Did I get to do jam jar fishing? No. Really? So you just go up to a puddle and you put a jar in the puddle and that's supposed to be fishing? I'm not trying to make fun of anything at all. It definitely is something kids do. But TJ did it on her video. I was like, what is she doing now? Anyway. So Piper says, our governments get on really well, actually, surprisingly, considering our history of being dicks to the other countries. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm glad for that. Obviously, it's always good when we can find diplomatic solutions to things, especially when it comes to violence. You know, try to avoid violence and people being hurt or worse. You lose track of the days as it is. I wish. I don't have a chance to do that because of work. I used to be able to do that in America. Because I work from home, so I had a lot more freedom, and I it's such a much more relaxed life when you can work from home, I know there's people that thrive going into the office, but in all honesty, and this is nothing personal against any of you guys, in all honesty, if you're thriving going into the office every single day, 5 days a week, spending 8 to 10 hours a day there, I feel like you might be lacking something somewhere else in your life. Either like you don't have a social life or you're a little obsessed with your work. Because some people like it, some people enjoy their jobs and get a lot out of it. And I'm not taking anything away from that. But it can't be the majority of your life. You have to have balance. So I feel like even if you love what you do, you still need to be able to step back from it and take time from it to do something else. And so I worry about people that like that's their whole life. And I hear people all the time, even when I was in America, say, "Oh, when I get home, I just sit on the couch and watch TV because I have no energy for anything." And so that's not life. Like you're not supposed to be living like that. Like and other people that are like, "Oh, I come to work for the social aspect." Again, no judgment, but that's so sad. Like you have no other life to socialize with people. That's to me that's sad. I would impale myself if that was my whole social life. I don't really have much of a social life, but that's by choice because I don't like people. But so it's one of the YouTubers I follow. They're like, I don't like I don't like peopling. I don't people. I don't do peopling. Something like that. I'm totally butchering it. Okay, moving on. Neil says, as someone who is retired, work in general is vastly overrated. Really, I know you put your laughing emojis out there, but I'm curious, Neil, in all honesty, how you really feel about that. Because I know people that retire. I have known people that have retired and have been like bored and they almost like lose their sense of identity and they lose, their all of their social network and stuff. And they're like, I wish I never retired. For me, I don't think anyone should ever retire. Like, I'm not saying that you should work a job forever because you definitely should take breaks and stuff. But I also don't think that you should not do something. Like, you shouldn't just sit around doing nothing. You should do a project, take up a hobby, volunteer, watch your grandkids, whatever. Like, there's always something that you can do for people that you love at the very least. So, or for yourself. So, I feel really bad for people who don't have like a social network like that. And I know it's for various reasons. Like I get it, but I think I'd kind of like to be one of those people who like chats with older people, like retirees or whatever that like don't have a lot of family and stuff. I think that'd be cool for me. I mean, I think I would enjoy that, though I might get too attached. Here's my thing about work. It's not that I'm like anti-work, it's that I'm anti-job. Like I'm anti someone else dictating your life and your lifestyle. That's all. And it's the 21st century. We literally walk around with computers in our back pockets. We have everything at our fingertips, quite literally. And we still have to work as though it's the Victorian times. Come on. I just don't buy it. Oh, Manny hurt himself. I don't know what I did to my shoulder, but the pain. Oh my gosh. I can usually tolerate pain, but this pain is a whole different level, but it's getting better. Thanks. Oh, geez. I hope you're all right. Maybe you should go to a doctor and make sure you didn't do some permanent damage, like ligaments or something. Gosh. That sucks, man. I was just talking to someone else today about how I feel really, really privileged that I'm growing older in the sense that, I know people who didn't have that privilege and I appreciate it very much and it's given me a different perspective on getting older. But the thing I don't like are the aches and pain. Like when I'm getting out of bed in the morning and I have to like limp a little bit as my joints start working, like that kind of stuff. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I can pretty much deal with anything else, but when you're in pain, Manny, I hear you. When you're in pain, nothing else. Nothing else really, you can't really do anything. It's really frustrating. I hope you get better. I'm sorry that you're going through that. It sucks. TJ says, my manager doesn't work on Fridays. She works extra during the week. See, I have something similar, in all fairness. We only have to work 35 hours a week, which is very rare in today's day. So I do appreciate that. And also, the factory closes, the assembly line, I guess it's a factory. The assembly line closes at 3. The building closes at 3 on Fridays. So we take only half a lunch Monday through Thursday so that we can work half a day on Friday. So it's similar to what you're talking about, TJ. And I do appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think you should have to work the extra hours. That's my thing. Like, why should I have to work the extra hours? Just let me go home early on Fridays or let me not work Fridays. Like, heaven forbid. It was like the reason that they don't like people working from home is like, oh, they might be doing their laundry and stuff on the clock. Like, fucking hell. People vape every 10 minutes. People go out for a cigarette. People spend lots of time in the bathroom so they can get a break. People are on their phones. People are chatting away at the in the lunchroom and stuff. Come on. You're worried about someone at home doing their laundry? If they're getting the work done, what difference does it make? If they're online waiting to get your call or answer your email, you can tell. I've worked from home and I've managed people from home. You can tell when they're actually working and when they're not. It's not hard. So it's just the dumbest argument I've ever heard of. It's about control. It's about them still wanting to control what you're doing, be able to watch what you're doing, be able to just keep tabs on you. That's what it is. And if you trust me as a worker, then it shouldn't matter where I'm working from and what I'm doing on my downtime. It's better than sitting there looking busy, just doing bullshit just to look busy. Anyways. Anyway. Marcia asks, what's the tipple today? Holidays just finished. I don't know what you're saying, Marcia. Isn't tipple a drink? If you're asking what I'm drinking, I am drinking water. Because it was hot today, I had to sit out in the sun for an extra hour, waiting for my train. I'm drinking water. I am not sponsored. This is not a sponsorship. I'm just showing you the bottle. I probably should have a drink. But I have to work tomorrow and I'm too responsible. You woke up at 5:30 and you're just coming back now, Piper? Jesus. It's a long day. I thought I had a long day. Damn. You must love what you do. Do you not? Are you one of those people that only socializes at work? No, because you come here to socialize with us and we love you for it, Piper. Oh, at least I made myself laugh. TJ said, as someone who isn't retired, work is vastly overrated. 100%, TJ. It's supposed to be done in a stream, but there wasn't one because of the dry summer. Oh, that makes more sense because I think that reminds me, I might have done something similar when I was younger. I was really young though. We had it was a river, but it flew a creek that flowed into the river, right? And it would like backwash and stuff. Anyways, so we used to try to catch tadpoles in the spring. I think we might have used the jar, now that I think about it. It's a really long time ago. I was so little. And TJ was screaming at me too. Thanks for that. Yeah, Manny's right. Are you having a quiz this weekend? It's the last weekend of the month that you usually have it, right, TJ? I'm pretty sure. Work is like a seesaw. You got to balance the bullshit with the responsibility. Like today, I was just getting annoyed at work today just because none of it makes sense. Today, it's the end of the month, so we have a quota, and we're probably not going to hit our quota. But we also have a mandate where we can't pay a lot of overtime, right? So they had someone who now works in the office but used to work on the line, working on the line to try to catch up because they didn't want to pay someone for overtime. That poor person. Like, that's not their job anymore. And this isn't the first time it's happened since I've worked there either. So that means it's probably happened many times before that. I just feel bad for that person. And it's the same person last week that I saw like running around like a chicken without a head doing stuff that wasn't their job too, just because the boss wanted to have her ass freaking pampered. Didn't want to do it herself. It was just I just get frustrated when I see people take advantage like that of taking advantage of like that. My mouth isn't keeping up with my brain. I get really frustrated when I see people taken advantage of, especially when they're good people, they're good workers, and that's why you're taking advantage of them. Like if they were an unreliable worker or they were someone you didn't really trust, you wouldn't ask them to do that. They wouldn't ask me to do that because they know I'd tell them to go F themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that a lot of businesses do not treat their employees very well, and it's really frustrating because you don't have to be that way. You really don't. You can get good stuff out of people if you just treat them like human beings. And don't tell me that you care and you want all of this loyalty and stuff, and then on their way out the door, you're stopping them to ask them a question and holding up their commute home. Like, come on. Anyway. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Piper. I mean, I wish it wasn't temporary for you either, but sometimes that's how you got to go, right? Sometimes temporary stuff turns into permanent stuff, though, so you never know. Pulling for you. Sending good vibes your way. Diane says, you have to work to live. Some people do it the other way around. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is what I'm saying, Diane, I get that. And if people get something out of their job, I'm not trying to take that away from them at all. What I'm trying to say is there's a balance, right? And you have to find the balance. I thought there definitely is a better balance here in the UK than there is in America by far, because all they care about is grinding your ass. But it's not as different as I had thought originally. That's all. Someone said to me once, I will sleep when I die. I mean, yeah, like that's kind of what I'm saying. I'm not saying that like look, for those of you who don't know, I might as well just come out with it. So for those of you who don't know, my sister died when she was, I think, 38 years old. Very young. She left behind 3 very young children. It was sudden, it was unexpected, and it devastated us. But it was a wake-up call for me that life is short and life can literally end tomorrow at any moment, and I don't want to waste my time with bullshit. I don't mind working. I don't mind having a boss. I don't mind having coworkers to answer to. Like I don't mind any of that. What I mind is being taken advantage of, and I mind watching other people taking advantage of and not being able to do or say anything about it, or being having some repercussions because I've stuck up for someone else or myself. Like that's not right. And you're not I don't like when people don't get treated like human beings because we're all human beings and life's too fucking short to put up with that stuff. So it just gets really frustrating for me and it just gets under my skin. I'm really passionate about people finding their life and living their life to the best of their abilities and fulfillment that they possibly can because it can end tomorrow. And when you're on your deathbed, no one's thinking about what report didn't get finished or what part didn't come in or how long it took or how much it cost to build that building. They care about their families, they care about their loved ones. That's all they give a fuck about. So why are you stressing about all this other stuff? It's okay to like make it important and make it a priority because that's what you're there for. But at the same time, am I getting a raise if we make our quota? No. Is it my fault we didn't make our quota? Probably not. It's probably not one person's fault at all, right? Like it's just why should that poor person have to do this job that they don't no longer do? They're not asking anyone else to step in from the office to do that job. It's just because that person happened to have done that job before. That's not right. And I'm going to say it. Sorry. Didn't see that rant coming, did you? I ranted so hard I need more water. Also, I understand that this is like a recycling thing, like this cat thing, but it's annoying as fuck. It's annoying as hell. I don't understand. Like I might have lost one or two cats my whole life. Okay? It's okay. Like it's going to be okay. It'll still get recycled. Like relax. It is annoying to drink. We got to go one of the first times that I did that, I was drinking some kind of red drink. I can't remember what it was. Some kind of juice probably. And I spilled it all over my shirt. Because I was summoning the cat, but I didn't know. And I just went like that. And it just went all over my shirt. I was pissed. So now I don't like them. Anyways, what else is going on, guys? Yes, Marsha, I do like you guys. I have a small little circle of people that I like. And it's like the rings of Saturn. There's several like dimensions of likable. There's some people that are like in the inner circle and then it, branches out depending on who you are, how I know you, all that. There probably aren't nearly as many rings as Saturn though. I hear you, Piper. Like it is tough to go from job to job. It's not for everybody. I personally don't mind it, but it's not for everybody. And the not having any kind of stability is tough because you can't plan very far ahead and stuff. I get it. You are good guys and gals. That's why I love this community. It's the best community in the world. You guys are amazing. See, Roy backs me up. Early retirement is the best career move I ever made. And like by retirement, I mean like I plan to retire early as well. And I'm still going to work. I'm still going to do stuff to make money because I definitely don't have enough money to retire and not work at all. But I'm not going to work the 9 to 5 job anymore. Like eventually. I have a plan. It's probably not going to go to plan. But we'll see what happens. But I mean that's like my dream, to not have to get myself set up. We'll see what happens. I also had that dream and then I moved to a new country, so that blew that shit out of the water. We'll see what comes in the next few years, but probably want to have a permanent residency before I make some kind of plans like that, though. Maybe that should be my focus. Oh. Hi, Richard. Richard Romont's here with us. Thank you for being here. We're all older people, basically, Richard. There's no one really young here except for Piper. No offense to anyone. Oh my God, that came out wrong. That came out wrong. I meant we're not all like teenagers. Like, we're not. We are. I'm just going to stop talking because it's not going to get any better, is it? TJ asks, what is the social life that you speak of? Mine or your? Don't tell me you don't have a social life. You were fishing for crabs and fishing out of puddles and trying somehow to catch a cab with a kite string. You're chilling in your shed. I'm with you, Giselle. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm similar because look, I hate gardening. I hate yard work. I hate any of that stuff. But the other day I had time and I had some energy and I wanted to like be outside. But I didn't really want to deal with people. So I like weeded the path and the front yard and everything and cut back some bushes and stuff. And it was good. It was for a few hours and I felt good and the path looked good and I got out and some fresh air and sun and everything and it was great. I mean, it was work and it's not something I want to do all the time, but I didn't mind doing it because I had the time to do it and I had the inclination to do it. I wanted to see my path fixed, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we shouldn't be forced into everything. We shouldn't all be like timed out and time slotted for life. Like, life is too short for that shit, man. So much other stuff going on. That's so much more important. Ew. Ew. Marsha. Okay, Monster Munch. That's like crisps, right? Sorry, I had to translate it in my head. That's like, but it's like monster's claws or something, right? And they're pickled. That is gross. Ew. I think I've had Monster Munch on its own, like plain. Pickled anything sucks. Sorry. No offense, Marja. Everyone likes what they like, but I hate anything pickled except pickles. And I'm really, really gutted that I can't get like real pickles here. They don't taste the same. It's like everything else. Glenn is here. Thank you so much for being here, Glenn. Glenn says, I am working well after retirement age. My greatest joy is to spend time interacting with the youngsters around me. It's like being surrounded by puppies. It's like being surrounded by puppies. I don't know that I've ever heard it quite put that way, Glenn. Well done. Puppies, huh? All right, then. Yeah, definitely. I like have been one of those people now that like brings ibuprofen and stuff with me when I know I'm going to be out walking around for the day because I know like my knee or something's going to start hurting. At least I don't walk around with butterscotch tissues up my sleeve. Oh, Neil's gonna make me freaking jealous. Being retired is fantastic. You do what you want. I totally went New Jersey there for a second. Sorry. Being retired is fantastic. You do what you want, but you have to put yourself out there, join what you fancy. I have dogs, so it creates a world of fun and friends. The pub always has a corner as well. So yeah, that's my like. There was a time when I had lost my job and I was waitressing at night and on weekends, but I was also helping to take care of my grandmother during the day, who had Alzheimer's, just for context. And that was great. Like I even though I had like places I had to be and everything, I was kind of on her schedule, but when you have an Alzheimer's patient, they're kind of unpredictable and you're not sure what kind of mood they're going to be in and little things will set them off sometimes. So, you know, like you have to kind of be on your toes. So it was and plus it was my grandmother, so I already had a relationship with her. So it was fun and she was digressing pretty quickly, so it was a lot more like having a child around. So it was fun. And then I would go and hang out with my friends, with the people that I worked with, and then meet up with my friends afterwards when I got off work. It was great because if I didn't want to work, other than my grandmother to make sure she was okay, but if I didn't want to do anything, we could sit around and watch TV and I just had to make sure she was fed and, she was entertained. It was great. Ah, that's a great life. I don't know what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened. I had to leave my apartment. It's my roommate. It's a whole nother story. Anyways, Disco says, I was watching another reactor watch Ken Dodd. You could never get him off stage. I never learned that Naughty Ash was a real place until I was in my 20s. Naughty Ash. I don't know what that is. I don't know who Ken Dodd is, but I think he's on my list. Marja. I'll get down with the brandy, but the cigar, not my thing. Marja, you're losing me with the pickled monster munching cigars. Brandy, I'm down with, though. I can deal with that. I've had a friend who asked me if I want to work on the set of House of Dragons. Disco, your friends do everything. Like you're connected in ways, man. Woof. Richard said, I work for myself, so I know when I'm slacking. That's my thing, right? Like you have to hold yourself accountable when you work for yourself. And even when you're home, when you're working from home, like there were days when I didn't have any meetings or I knew, my stuff was buttoned up and my team had everything they needed where I would take time and do what I wanted to do, right? Like I might slack a little bit more. But then there are other times when I was sitting there after hours watching TV, sending emails or at least prepping them or whatever for the next day because that was just the kind of person that I am. I had the work to do at that point and I had nothing pressing. So I took advantage of the time that I didn't have. But then I balanced it out when there was downtime during work hours. I took advantage of that. Like it's people when they're left to their own devices, most of the time aren't gonna be lazy slackers just sitting around doing nothing. Like that's not natural for human beings. It's not our instinct. So just loosen things up a little bit and just let people be and work however they work. Not everybody fits into a box. Just let them be. And if someone works better working from home or works better at night or something like that, like they should be able to do that. As long as the work's getting done, who cares? I don't get paid overtime or anything anyway. So, but then if I don't do the overtime without pay, I'm getting looked down on as well. You're not paying me. I don't know. I just feel like if there was more give and take, if you were allowing me to work from home more and I had a little more downtime, that kind of stuff, I'd probably be more inclined to work for free, like work on that time off or work, an extra hour or two if there's a project going or it's the end of the month, we gotta get stuff done. But because you're such a stringent about, being at my desk and what I'm doing at my desk and all that stuff, I don't want to do anything more than you for you. It's just like, and I'm not talking necessarily about the job that I have now. I'm just thinking in general with my experience of corporate life and, working in the private sector in general. It's just, people feel like they have to control you and watch you all the time. And human beings we're all adults. Just let it be. Don't make me start singing because TJ might leave. She might start yelling at me again in all caps. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Manny. I don't know if everyone saw the announcement, but it's official. Our 12-hour live stream marathon of reactions to raise money for the Royal British Legion is going to be on September 6th or the 6th of September if you live in the UK, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We're going to see how that goes. 24 hours is way too advantageous for me. 12 hours is going to be pushing it, not going to lie, but I'm going to try. If you guys are interested in doing some prelim donating, go to hicksondiaries.com, and in our store, we have, I know I didn't have the hicksondiaries.com in here. There we go. Go to hicksondiaries.com, and in our store, we have some RBL fundraiser stuff. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to go to the website to check it out. But if you are so inclined and you have the means, there are some things on there that you can purchase ahead of time. All the money for those items specifically goes directly to the RBL, to our fundraiser. We're at like 150-ish pounds as of August, and this donation is going to put us over, I think it's going to put us over 900 pounds. So we're really, really close already. So hopefully this fundraiser thing will really just put us over the edge, and then over that 1,000-pound mark, and then we can, relax a little bit for the rest of the year about it. I'll still push it. We still will make our monthly donation as we always do, but just takes the pressure off of me a little bit because I put way too much pressure on myself for stuff like this. Hence the 12-hour live stream. Anyways, you can purchase some things there ahead of time and some things that make me, just to have some fun during the 12-hour stream. I'm not going to tell you anymore. You got to go check it out and find out. But if you guys can pop in and out, I don't expect anyone to be there for the entire 12 hours, but if you can pop in and out, keep me encouraged, stay as long as you can, make suggestions, keep the chat going, that would be great. And any money that we make in the super chats or any money that we make for the views or anything like that during that whole live stream is all going directly to the fundraiser. The channel's not getting anything from it. So hopefully maybe we'll make it past the 1,000-pound mark that day. We'll see. And then I don't think you should expect anything else from me that week after. I'm going to have to take the entire week off after to recover. It's going to be an interesting weekend. Anyways, I hope you guys, I hope some of you guys can make it. It'll be fun. We're just going to be doing reactions and chats. If you guys want to suggest a react or something, there's ways to do that at the store at hicksondiaries.com/shop. I think it is. Yeah, /shop. I'm going to be putting more announcements out as well, but doing the laundry nowadays is throwing something in the machine for 30 minutes. Well, yeah, I mean, I still think, look, laundry is a chore because you still have to get it. You have to sort it. You have to put it in there. You have to get it in the dryer. You have to hang it out. You have to fold it and put it away. It still takes up time. It is still a pain in the ass. And I still like commend myself whenever I do more than one load of laundry a day. Like yesterday I threw like 3 loads in by the time everybody got like their breakfast done. And I was like, yeah, I did 3 loads of laundry already, you guys. Just FYI. It wasn't dry, but it was clean, hung up and everything. Richard says not vodka and lemonade. Okay, so your lemonade is different. Your lemonade is like Sprite, right? Lemon, lime, fizzy. Our lemonade is like juice, and actually vodka with our lemonade is really good. You should try that. I don't know about it with the fizzy. I'm not a vodka and fizzy person. I'm like a vodka and juice person. Oh, look at Marja, a 12-hour Mandy-thon. That is brilliant. I love it. I love it, Marja. I might have to steal it. While you're over there checking out stuff for the marathon, check out the rest of the products that are available. We have some Hickson Diaries merch. We have some other fun stuff with our new collection, Mind the Culture Gap, y'all. And give me feedback on the stuff because I'm getting a lot of clicks to go to the website and check stuff out, but not a lot of orders. So tell me, don't hold back. Be honest. Tell me what you guys think. And if you think we need to revamp something or whatever, or you guys want to see something else, let me know because what's the point of having it if you guys aren't going to get what you want out of it? How can you, Manny, how can you eat the pickled Monster Munch? I might have to start cutting people from my community. Lorena says, I've been self-employed for many years. It's a full-time business and income with part-time hours. It can get a bit lonely, so I got a part-time job. It's a nice balance. Huh, I like that idea. That's great that you're self-employed. But you have the choice of doing the part-time job and you do it because you want to. I think that's cool. I think that that's a good balance because it gets you out of the house, right? And it gets you thinking about something else. Because I think that I get like this sometimes when I'm working on channel stuff. I like get obsessed with it almost till I'm like up till 2:00 in the morning and then I'm exhausted and I'm trying to push it myself and trying to get everything done. And then I set myself up for failure, like these 12-hour live streams. And then I'm like, whoa, why did I do this? And I don't think it through. So I think it's good. I think it's good that you have that balance. You have something else that you can think about. That's what I was trying to say earlier. There's nothing wrong with working hard. There's nothing wrong with working long hours. You just have to be like, make sure you have something that you are getting from somewhere else as well. Because I think people just get so obsessed with work and it becomes their identity and it becomes everything that they are. And then the rest of their life starts to fall apart. And then suddenly you get fired or laid off and you're like, the hell am I going to do now? Right. And you like, and all your friends that you had that were your coworkers, you don't even talk to anymore. I mean, there were people who I was like best friends with at work, and we used to do everything together after work. And then once I left that job, I barely spoke to them again. So no one ever wants to talk to me again. It might be me. Maybe it's because I make fun of them for eating pickled stuff. Oh, anyways. They have giant ones. Look at Manny. Look at Manny knowing the deets and spreading it around. By the way, guys, Manny is one of our members, as you can see by our little member symbol there. If you guys want to become a channel member, we'd love to have you in Mandyverse Collective. Pretty awesome, if I must say so myself. Just hit that join button below, and you'll have all the details. Doesn't take long, only takes a few minutes, and a pound of all your membership fees go directly to the Royal British Legion as well. So you're helping a good cause. You're helping sustain the channel, and you get some exclusive goodies too. So it's basically a win for everyone because, that's what I do. Oh, disco's going out this weekend. Woo. I'm a rock and I'm a star. Marsha's got it nailed down. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Neil says that I retired early because I could. I had been made an offer, but the final straw was when I was sitting in a meeting and thought, I cannot stand this bullshit anymore. That is basically every meeting I've ever been in. Even meetings I've held myself, I've been like, it's shit that I have to do this. Like 98% of meetings can be just an email or a quick Teams call. Like it's just about it. Most people don't have to get together for a meeting. It's really, to me, a lot of meetings are excuses for people to pass the buck and not actually be responsible for making the decision. So they can say, oh, well, we as a collective, so they don't have to get the shit if it's a bad decision. That's my take on it. And to create a false sense of security for the workers as if the manager actually gives a shit. But don't get me wrong. I've never, like, I have had good jobs. I have been involved where I've had really good bosses and stuff too. But it doesn't mean, just because you have a good, immediate report, doesn't mean that you're treated properly, right? Like they could be treating you properly, but they're constrained as well by the corporate whatevers and the rules and all that kind of stuff. So I have been really spoiled because I've had a few really good bosses that I got on with and that, really stuck their neck out for me and helps me out when I needed to advance or whatever the situation was. But I still saw people get treated like shit. And that's my thing. I just can't, like, as a human being, I just can't deal with it anymore. And I want people to be able to enjoy their lives. That's all. I just want people to be able to enjoy their lives and not have to deal with shit they don't want to deal with. If you want to deal with it, go for it. I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to live, but if you don't, I don't want you to feel obligated. But unfortunately, a lot of us get ourselves into situations, and I'm included in that, where, you get yourself in a situation where you need the job and you have to put up with it. And it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because I've been in that position, and I remember how it feels, and it's horrible. And I don't ever want to be in that position again. And I don't want anyone to have to feel like that. Anyway. You're very sweet, Marja. Thank you. Honestly, I probably don't put up with as much as some people do, but I appreciate it anyway. Thank you. Manny says, I like working, but I do enjoy having a healthy work-life balance so that work doesn't get all too consuming. But at the same time, mine tells us to look out for our mental health and well-being. Yeah, you kind of have a little bit of an advantage, Manny, working for a company that, where mental health is the product, right? So you, and the service that you're providing, so you kind of have to lead by example. It'd be a very weird situation if you were talking to me, for example, about my mental health and you were kind of like losing it yourself. The thing is like Neil was saying, he put himself in a position where when he was done, he was able to walk away. And I just like want people to realize that they have that power and they can set themselves up to have that power. Like, I'm working this job and putting up with the stuff that I'm putting up with now because I have something I'm saving for specifically, right? So I'm trying to keep that end goal in mind. that's what keeps me going. And that's what I like. I'm willing to make this trade off for that goal. When that goal is achieved, then we'll see where we are and make a decision from there. But unfortunately, not a lot of people think like that, or they live outside their means, or they get themselves into tons of debt or obligations to mortgages or something that they really can't afford, or if they lost their job, they couldn't afford it, and then they're screwed. I mean, I've seen it in America a million times, and I've seen it in the UK now a couple times. Like, it's sad, and I feel bad, and I just want people to have good lives, where they are or what they do. And there's nobody really looking out for the everyday person. Like, the governments aren't looking out for anybody, really. I mean, some are better than others by far, but it's up to us to look out for our fellow human beings. And even that's somewhat unreliable sometimes. Anyway, what is my favorite band? I'm curious. I'm happy to answer that, Marcia, but I am curious if the chat knows, only because I have mentioned it a couple times. So I'm wondering if anyone remembers. I'll leave that up there just in case. I'm happy to tell you. You know what, Neil? I actually refill my bottles. The tap water here is much better than it is in America. And I refill my bottles until they get gross, and then I'll buy a new bottle. It's not ideal. I know we should be using probably more reusable bottles, but I had to buy this from work because I've left my water bottle at home and I needed something to put my water in. So I bought it for like £2 from the vending machine, but I needed water. And they said like a mug. But I do refill it. I get angry actually when people don't refill it and just throw it. Like, my daughter does it. I'm like, don't do that. Wash it out and use it again. I've trained my partner though. He'll get the Ribena, right, to make his drinks, and he'll like save the bottle so he can remake Ribena when he gets the next bottle. So he's got like a bottle full of the Ribena and then a bottle full of the juice with the water. And once it gets funky, then we throw it out we don't throw it out, we recycle it. But my issue with the reusable jugs, the plastic jugs, they become too like gimmicky. I just want something plain. And they get flimsy. Like, if you just get a plain like normal one, it's not as durable, or it doesn't hold as much water. And I've found to get like crustier faster. I don't know. There's something about these water bottles that seem to just last a little bit longer than the actual reusable, like, long-term water bottles. They crack up, and like, I hate the ones that are like tin or aluminum or aluminum. I hate those ones because they make the water taste funky. And the plastic ones just seem to like always crack and stuff on me. So I don't know. Wow. I'm jealous a little bit of your job, Manny. I would love to be able to do some things like that. I want to help other people. Piper says she's going to be back, but I don't think she will. It's the rings holding Uranus that you have to worry about. Yeah. Thank you, Manny. I love you too. Marcia, that's a good way to be. Just be happy and give happiness, Marcia says, and I agree with you 1,000%. Well said. Neil says, someone I go hill walking with has a life plan. I want to be shot on my 95th birthday by a jealous husband. I want to be shot on my 95th birthday by a jealous husband. It's very specific. My bad, TJ. Beach hut. That's what I meant. Beach hut. Richard, in all fairness, he does do the gardening most of the time. Because he knows I can't stand it. When we lived in America, we had a 1/4 acre lot, and it was a lot of work, and he did it. He did the work because I can't stand it. But I just, like I said, I just had the inclination. He was working, and I was, around, and I was just like, I'll do some of this. And then I got on a roll, and it's a couple hours went by, and I had done a lot more work than I thought I was going to, which he was appreciative for. And he works a lot, so he deserves a break. I think that Disco and his friends should totally join in to TJ's quiz and pissed as all hell. I think that might be kind of fun. Lorena says the closest pickles to American pickles over there are Mrs. Elwood's Haimisha gherkins. By the way, I love to pickle onion. Lorena. Lorena says she loved pickled onion Monster Munch, and now I have to kick her out too. But she did give me the recommendation on the good ones, good pickles, so I might have to try it. Lorena, you're like, Manning and Marsha. We're trying to figure out what my favorite band is, if anyone remembers. Piper, I can't believe you came back. We totally thought that you weren't coming back. Naughty Ash is in Liverpool, where the Jam Buddy Mines are. There's not one thing in that besides Liverpool that I don't need explained. T-shirt. The hell is Jam Buddy Mines? Yeah, Piper, you do have that kind of role where you can't work from home because you're customer service visitor facing. I get it. And there's people like mechanics that, probably couldn't work from home. I mean, they could somewhat, but doctors can't really work from home. I get it. There's totally there's tons of professions that you can't work from home. But there's tons that you can. And if someone's in that profession and they want to work from home, they should be allowed to. Or, if a doctor, for example, wanted to be a house call doctor, he should be allowed to. Like, he should. I'm not saying, obviously, if you're in the NHS and you're working in the emergency room, that's not an option. But if he does his own practice and that's the kind of practice he wants to have, he should be able to do it. Or if he works with partners. I'm just saying, like, of course, I'm using that because that's my experience, right? But I'm really just want people to have balance. I want people to be able to not be obligated so much to their work and to their jobs or what they do for money, right? It's different doing something for money than doing work you love. A lot of people don't get to do both. Like, it's usually not the same thing for a lot of people. So I want people to be able to do the things they love. If they can only make money doing work, work for money, then I want them to have time to do the things they love and not be exhausted from the work to not be able to, so they can't enjoy that stuff that they enjoy. I'm trying to get, I don't make any sense sometimes. I listen to myself and in my head it makes complete sense, but the words don't come out. All right. I don't see that anyone has decided. I'm just checking to see. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Disco. Appreciate it. All right, I'm just going to answer it, Marja. My favorite band is Aerosmith. That's my favorite band. But you're asking me more questions, so I don't want to be rude. Marja also says, if you could do anything you want, what would you do? I've been deliberating that myself. If I could do anything that I want, I would travel and I would show people places through videos and stuff of things that they might never get to see in person, but give them like a firsthand experience look at it through my eyes. Because when I was younger, I always wanted to travel and we never got a chance to travel. My dad was afraid of flying, so we were extremely limited. And we had no money, so we really didn't get to do anything that much. And I've always wanted to just see as much as I possibly can of the world. And there's so much to see and do and experience and learn. And I would really love to be able to bring that to people who never thought they could. And I don't know that I'd be able to do it financially to actually get them on a plane to get to their places they've always wanted to, but I would love to be able to go there and show them, so and kind of tour with them so that they could see it, so they could click on a video or something and just be like, "Oh my god, that's what it's really like." And and she's not anybody special either. She got to figure out how to do it. Or I would just kind of be like a life coach kind of person, just try to help people figure out their what they want, what their dreams are, what they want, and then help them develop a plan or a path to try to get there. Because I think that would be kind of cool as well. Those would be the two things that I would really want to do. And hang out with you guys, I guess. You can cheat by putting on a long video you have already watched, so you can do whatever you have to do. That's why segues are a big thing on the radio in the day. Yes. So my dad's favorite song of all time was Inagata Davida by Iron Butterfly. And he told me that DJs used to put those types of songs on that were like, it was like a 10-minute long song, guys. Like, it has this huge drum solo in the middle and everything. If you guys have never heard of it, go check it out. To get the full version, there's abridged versions that are like 3 minutes long, but it's like the full version. It's really, really long. And he told me that the DJs used to put those types of records, those types of songs on so that they could go to the bathroom and stuff. So yeah, that makes total sense, Neil. It's a good idea. And you'd be like, here, you guys watch this. I've seen Twitch streamers do that because they can't stop their stream, right? So they're like, oh, I'm gonna put this video on for you guys and while I go and take a break. So I could do that for a couple minutes. I'm gonna have to, because obviously I'm gonna need to use the facilities. I'm gonna need to eat and get a drink and stretch and stuff. I can't sit in a chair for 10 hours, 12 hours straight. So I'm already shortchanging it. So good reminder. Thank you, Neil. It's a really good suggestion. I'll keep that in mind as I'm planning the day. Thank you. Mandy says, I get you. I can't describe just how much effing grates me when people at work feel they need to control you and micromanage you. It's happened to me and I can't stand those kinds of people at all. That's it. That's exactly what I'm saying, Manny. Like I've worked for people who have timed my bathroom breaks. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, and back when I used to smoke, if I took like an extra smoke break, people would be like, where'd she go? Why is she always out there? Why is she out there again? Leave me alone. You're the reason I need a cigarette. You want me to watch the language video? Okay. I have a huge list, Piper, but so I don't know if I'm gonna get to everything, but I'm pretty sure that's on the list. I have to double check because there's a lot, but I'm pretty sure it's on there. But if you want to make sure, there's a way to make sure, but you gotta don't make a donation. I know money's tight, so if you can't, no worries. It is on the list, and I will do my best to get it on there regardless. Um, but because it's you, Piper. Have I not had a holiday yet? We had not really. What was our last holiday? I mean, I've had time off, but it was by myself because people were doing things, people had other plans. And my partner was just starting a new job. Um, we haven't really had a holiday this year yet, a real proper one. We're planning one in November, but some things have been going on behind the scenes, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it. But it was local; it wasn't a big one because we were renewing my visa, so that took a lot of funds. So we decided to just do, and we did Greece last year, which took up a lot of funds as well. So we decided that this year we're just going to do local stuff. We've been doing a lot of day trips and stuff though, so we've been able to explore the UK a lot more, which is fun. It's definitely something we all wanted to do. So. Oh, Salvation Army, yes. They're great. The Salvation Army is really good. Can I be in uniform? Well, you'll have to see if there's an option for you to get me to be in uniform. Get a poppy. I have a poppy. I bought a poppy last year. It's on my dad's hat. This one here. It's on my dad's Vietnam veteran hat. It's that with the proud daughter of a Vietnam veteran's pin that's on there as well. I bought it last year. I will wear it that day, definitely. Oh, I would love it if we broke through the 1K target that day. That would be amazing. Mrs. Ellswood pickled gherkins. All right, yeah, pickled eggs. I remember when I first met my father-in-law, he made me try pickled onions. I almost barfed all over the living room. You bought ranch dressing just to try it, Disco? Did you like it? It's very American. Thank you so much for that, Manny. HP sauce is numero uno. I'm not a huge HP sauce fan. My light is flickering. I don't mind it, but it's not. I don't get why you guys get crazy over it. All the best people are members. I'm not saying it, but other people are saying it. So I have to, have to give the people what they want. I have to let them say what they want to say. Freedom of speech and all. Roy Cousin says, I make my own malt vinegar pickled eggs. Yum. I can't get behind that. Sorry, Rory. Love you, but I can't. Richard said, I used to sleep at meetings. No joke. I was in a meeting once where someone literally fell asleep and snored. He did not last long. I think he worked 2 jobs, in all fairness to him, but still, like, I was like, oh, boy, bro, like, get some coffee before the meeting. You can't be snoring in the middle of a meeting. Like, that's not good. Like, I don't even do that. I mean, I'll sit there on my phone sometimes, like, and be very disrespectful in that way, but oh. He gives them away for Christmas. He's making them already? How long they gotta be pickled for? Gosh. That's a long ass time. Oh, you guys are making me sick with this pickled stuff talk. Once my car is paid for, I'm out of there. 40 years is a long. You've been at the same job for 40 years, TJ? That is a long time. That's long enough. That is long. Wow. You have some resilience, woman. Glenn says we do research and development. I have found that meetings are essential every couple weeks to catalyze creativity, even though we all work from home. Okay, that's fair. I'm not saying all meetings are don't make any sense. Sometimes like being face to face or having a conversation definitely makes things better. But I'm saying 90% of meetings that people force people to be at don't need to be happening. It's like people just need to get out of the mindset, the old school mindset. I felt so bad when I used to have to have meetings. I used to start my meetings, my Teams meetings with my team, and I would say Teams is a office program like FaceTime. Just anyways, you guys probably already know. Anyway, moving on. I used to start the meetings being like, okay, guys, let's try to make this as quick as possible because I know no one really wants to be here, but I'm obligated to go over these metrics with you, blah, blah, blah. Like, because I knew they were like, oh. So we would just have a quick meeting, we'd go over it, and I'd just be like, boom, 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 this is what I need you guys to do. Let me know if you have any problems. We can have a conversation if you need to offline. Like, and move on. I would try. Oh, I hated them. Oh, I felt so bad. This is much more fun. These types of meetings are much better. I've not been to Cambridge. Is it pretty? TJ buys smoothies from Asda and the bottles are really good. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I don't know about bottled smoothies. Are they okay? Sometimes they're not good when they're like pre-made like that. Neil says I used the same Army water bottle for 14 years. Wow. I'm obviously just buying stuff too cheap, I think. I used to like the glass bottles of Corona. Do they sell them in plastic bottles now? Yeah, I guess they do. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they do. I don't like Corona, but silver is best for water. You mean like silver water bottles? Is that what you mean, Richard? Mandy, is your favorite band Bon Jovi? No, they are up there. That's Aerosmith. Bon Jovi does come from New Jersey, Sayreville, New Jersey, actually where my grandparents lived. Favorite band is not Journey, but they're also up there. Journey is really good too. Mandy, what's your favorite American band and your favorite UK band? So my favorite American band is Aerosmith. They are from Boston, Massachusetts. My favorite UK band is probably a tie between The Who and Queen. I want to say Queen, but I really love The Who. It's a really tough one. It's a really tough one. I mean, Queen is a little bit more versatile, right? But The Who's theatric in its own way, and I mean, some of the sounds that come from the Who songs are very unique and special. But the Queen has Freddie Mercury, who's also very unique and special. So anyway, I'm not surprised you don't remember Neil, because I don't think they're uber popular here in the UK, so most people are like, "Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of them." So, I'm not surprised. I was just curious because I think I mentioned it a couple times. Um, oh, it's okay, Neil, gotta take care of the puppies, we understand. Marcia says I used to bunk off school and rent Lemon Popsicle on video, and who is now a Hollywood actor these days. I don't know any of that, but okay. It's probably why you're having a conversation with Disco and not me, right? Thank you for pressing the like, Neil. I appreciate it. Creek X Stitcher. Hello from outside Philly. What's up? I lived outside of Philly. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Where, if you don't mind, can you tell me what county you're in? I'm just curious. It's the same county I lived in. Just curious. Or you might be like in Northeast Philly or something, but still. Love it. Let me know what you think of the ranch dressing for Disco. I'm curious. Sausages and AP sauce. A1, see, that's the thing, Marja. A1 sauce was big in America, for those of you who don't know. It is similar to HP sauce. I didn't really like A1 sauce either, so I think that might be why. A1 sauce was created by the chef from Buckingham Palace. Really? Is that true? Yeah, it's not Buckingham Palace, it's Buckingham. I got you. I didn't know that. They're a bit thick, they're smoothie. I thought so. Oh my gosh. Yes, Marja. New Jersey tomatoes. You guys have pretty good tomatoes here, don't get me wrong, but they taste completely different in New Jersey, and they are delicious. They're the nice big beefsteak ones, the juicy, and you just slice them and you put them on a sandwich. Oh, they're so good. So good. And corn, New Jersey corn definitely tastes completely different than anywhere else. Queen for me, got you. Barry Bulsara. I don't know who that is. I don't think. Do I? Kind of sounds familiar. Oh, I like the Rolling Stones, but I think the Who are better. I did live in Bucks County. How do you know that? Do you know me? Do I know you? Are you stalking me? The Kinks are awesome. I like the Kinks. Disco likes the Who, because you know. Chetlanham. Yeah. I know that. I know that area. I love to have a Philly man in the house. A Philly person. My apologies. I just assumed and that was not good. Yes, and see, Greek totally agrees. Jersey tomatoes are the best. Thanks for joining us, Piper. Thanks for coming back as well. I mentioned it to you once in an email. That was a while ago, wasn't it? I haven't seen you in a bit. You haven't emailed or anything. I'm so sorry. I didn't put it together right away. My bad. Yes, Philadelphia has great pretzels. You got pretzels are not really a thing here, Greek, and they should be. But I think they're more of like are they German or Belgian? But I do like Bad Manners and the Can. They're just not my favorite. That was funny though. But yes, oh my goodness. Oh, I could totally go for a Philly pretzel with some cheese dip right now, dude. Like, you were making me crazy. Bye, TJ. Thank you for joining. No worries. Appreciate it. Oh, you're fine. You don't have to worry about bothering me. I love interacting with you guys and keeping in touch. So anytime that you want to reach out, you're all good. I appreciate it, Greek. I appreciate everybody. So I do want to mention this new thing that I just found out is like a thing here on YouTube because I didn't know it existed. So there's this thing called hyping now. So in addition to liking, viewers can now hype videos from the last 7 days. So you give them points that may help them land on a new leadership board with other videos. I don't I For me it keeps popping up to hype a video. And I just click it and then like I don't know, 1,000 points gets added to something. So basically, this is telling me that I'm supposed to upload a video. For the first 7 days after you publish a video, viewers will see the option to hype. When a video is hyped, points are immediately applied to the video. With hype, viewers can rally around your latest upload and let everyone know it's worth watching. Videos for the most hyped points each week appear on a country-specific leaderboard that's ranked by top hyped video. Along with the top hyped video being featured on a leaderboard, you may also see them highlighted across YouTube with special hyped badge for the first 7 days. Your viewers can hype a limited number of times at no cost for a specific video that's been published in 7 days. So anyways, I just thought I would mention that. Obviously, you're under no obligation in any way, but I just thought that I would throw that out there for you. Just in case, because I've seen it come up on a couple videos that I've been watching. And of course, they're YouTubers that I like and support. So I hyped them because I didn't really know what it was. But apparently it helps them with the algorithm and everything. So if you guys if it does come up, please feel free. As far as I know, it's free. But also just, it's nothing that's nefarious as far as I can tell. So if it comes up for another YouTuber and you want to do that, feel free. So I just thought I'd give you that little tidbit of info behind the scenes. That's cool. You guys are really good at supporting and liking and sharing and all of that stuff. So I know I don't really have to worry or anything, but hey. Croissants are originally from Turkey, Marcia? Never knew that either. Croissant. Greek says, although I'm originally from Greece, I love England. I'll send you some if I could. You're in a better place, Mandy. It's worse than you think. Oof. Greek. That's terrible. I feel awful for you now. And please stay safe. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. Oh. Little do big pretzels. I didn't know that, and I'll try them, but I don't know. We will have to see. Where in Greece? Yeah, I want to know where in Greece you're from as well, if you don't mind, Greek. Turkish bread. I like a lot of Turkish food, actually. I enjoy a lot of like Middle Eastern and Mediterranean food. No, it's not necessarily either of them. Well, it's kind of Mediterranean. But I do. I really enjoy a lot of food, that kind of food. I like Asian food. I like Spanish food. Obviously I like Italian food. I like Chinese food. I'm not a huge Indian food fan, but it's just because I'm not a big fan of curry. But I know they have other things. I've had a couple things. So I used to work in a department where it was a very Indian dominated department. A lot of Indian immigrants and descendants. And they used to, for like our potlucks, they used to bring in a lot of Indian food. There's some of it that I really liked. The non-curry stuff mainly. I like British food, obviously. Mexican. Oh, I love Mexican food. Greek food is really good too. I swear. Croissants were to commemorate the Crusades. Really? I would be interested in that story because it's the design is to commemorate the Crusades because of the sea. I'd be really interested in that story. I'll have to look that up. Okay. Lebanese. I haven't had Lebanese, so I don't know if I'd like it, but I think I probably would. Thank you, Roy, for joining us. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Stay safe. Oh, look at this. Greek says, I'll email you. My friend is coming next week. If there's anything you want, I'll send it over with you. Okay. I have to think about it. You're gonna get me excited. It has to be something that could travel, though. Like, my first thought is real pizza, but obviously that's not gonna travel. So it's gotta be something that can actually get on the plane. So I'll let you know. Thank you so much for the offer, Greek. I appreciate it. So we didn't get to anything I had planned again tonight, you guys. But that's okay. I'm gonna end it there. We're at the 90-minute mark. We're actually over. And I have to get some rest. I haven't had any downtime since I've got back from work, so I need to get a little bit of downtime in before I lose my mind tomorrow at work and get fired. Anyways, there's going to be lots of announcements about the 12-hour stream coming to keep you guys in the loop of everything that's happening. But definitely save the date, September 6th from 10 to 10. And also, there's new videos coming out this week and always. And I'm going to take away the Friday free-for-all for this week because I'm thinking about doing something else with it. And I need a little time to figure that out. And I didn't get a chance to do anything for y'all. So there won't be any free-for-all Friday this week, but there will be obviously the regular videos and all the shorts and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys could please hit that like button on your way if you haven't already, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course hit that join button if you have the means. We'd love to have you as part of our little collective. Otherwise, that's it for me, guys. Love you all, and I will definitely talk to you soon. And make sure you stay safe and make sure that you make the most of your life and do what makes you happy in the end. Love y'all. Night.